Meanwhile, while the paint is drying on that aluminum mounting bracket hanging way over there in the breeze, we're gonna make some sweet relish. Well, really not sweet relish, but we're gonna make some ABS goo, I guess. I have a ABS cement and I have a bunch of ABS plastic from the failed 3D prints. So we're gonna make this thick slurry that we're gonna patch all the holes in hard saddlebags that will go drilled to put all the charge keys on top, the chrome crap, and there are a bunch of holes in that wetter fairing in the front for all sorts of switches and holes. So we're gonna make the patching goo. Let me show you how. So remember this rat's nest from the previous video of failed 3D prints? There we go. We close it up and let it sit and marinate for a while. We see if it's thick enough. If not, we add more ABS. So we made the sweet relish and let it sit overnight. Hopefully everything is dissolved there nicely. I haven't opened yet. So we're gonna try and fill in a bunch of these holes that are in this fairing for all sorts of switches and stuff. We've never done this before, so let's try it. It's kind of nice and thick. Oh yeah. I think it will work quite well. Yep, and then we can try filling in these holes. And a bunch of here and then over there. But for that we need to orient the hole horizontally. So here it is. I think I need to fill in bit by bit, because the top layer kind of sets up and it's kind of soft underneath, so I think this will take a long time to dry. Now I'm just adding a little bit at a time and letting it set up before I'll add another new chunk of it. So probably this will go faster. So bit by bit. So, one more thing I need to do. I need to plug the hole in the engine where the tack cable should go. I think this is a tack cable. Well, or it's a speedo cable, but I have two identical ones, actually found in old ones. So, let's snip this off and plug the hole with like JB weld once we clean this nicely, and put it in the engine so I don't have a hole for the water to get in and the oil to get out. Yay! Let's see if anything will come out. Yay! It did come out. So we just need to plug the top. Or I can weld it, I guess. Now we wash it real well, and for that we need, well, hold on. That's more like right size. I cleaned it with the acetone. Found me some JB weld. Now looks about even. and we leave it like this overnight. So here we go, our goop has a chance to dry for 24 to 48 hours, depends. This got like 2 or 3 coats. It's a tad bit soft. These had less goop already. The solvent evaporated hard as a rock. Same thing here. Same thing here. These are hard. This big one over here, that's still a little soft, but a couple days it will get really hard and we can clean it up and polish it. So that one. So basically I covered all the holes that shouldn't be there. We still have a drainage holes here and another one over there. So my Sweet Relish goop works. Now we take our attention to the rare cases. And the reason we have these off is to plug these holes. I'm not a fan of emblems, so we need to clean this adhesive off and sand a little bit, sand the paint around these holes a little bit. Things like that. 2 holes in here, all wallowed out. So I'm gonna goop them up. So take some acetone and try to clean up . Smells great. Okay, for this one, yeah, we need to sand. We'll have to sand the paint on them. Look at that. Some adhesive on it too. Now let's see if acetone would help a little bit. Yep, it does. And look at that, it cuts the paint also. We'll need that. So basically that's what we're doing, getting to the bare plastic around here on all these holes. So I'm gonna do all these holes and catch you back up. So here we go. We have sanded it down and applied tape on the back so the goo doesn't just go through the hole. And I found a crack here, so we're gonna fill that in also. There is some sort of metal backing here. Not in all the places, but we'll fix that eventually. But for now, let's close up the holes so when I ride in the rain there's no water in my bags. Well, for this I'm gonna use just ABS cement, basically some very thin, so it flows into the crack. There we go. I'm sure it will suck down. I can fill it later. Now we wait. Our plug is ready. Yep, it's down there. So now we just clean it up with a file a little bit. And it is ready to be installed. The bolt goes through this groove and you can't pull it out anymore. Now we will sand this up a little bit. There we go. Good enough for government work. I'm not trying to make this perfect. Just knocking down the rough spots. So for the next step we need acetone and a rag. So what's going on here is acetone melts ABS, so we're gonna smooth out There we go. Now that our rag is loaded, here. There we go. That should do the trick. Now we can put this on the bike because it's taking up space in the garage. Here's the current state of the Goldwing. We have the steering on, the saddlebags, holes patched, and sprayed with primer paint, all in one, kinda temporary. Tag applied for. Oh yeah, I mounted the mirrors. This you've seen already. It's kind of all together. I took it for a